So I'm about to give you a tour of how my year went this year in my profile. So first off, I like to show off my teaching philosophy. So this is a brief tour of my teaching philosophy. Basically, just summarizing how I was always in my shell through high school or my school years, and basically how just letting students know it's okay to be in that shell or it's okay to be different and just basic stuff like that. I was also I know one thing I'd like to point out is I said I like to make little side jokes about being bald or stuff like that. Just pick on yourself. So I think it's important as teachers just to jab at yourself every once in a while. Get the students to laugh here and there. So here's a quick look at my teaching philosophy. Another thing, here is my Google certificate that I got. So here is the Google Certificate Educator for level one. Um, so here's that. It wasn't too bad to get. Just a lot of studying. Another thing I'd like to show. I don't have any interactive things on this, but I just thought it would be nice just to showcase my Google Classroom. As my Google Classroom is always changing, I'm always adding stuff to it. Always, um, basically just changing it. You had to use Google Classroom for multiple classes. So over here, I did have interactive links, but I decided remove those and add uh, this poster and add some bookshelves, as books is very important to read, and you just need to get your students to read. So there's that. So also, here is another activity that I created. So here, students are looking at biomes. They're learning about the basic biomes: aquatic, grasslands, forest, desert, tundra, and basically just looking at these major features. So here's the outcomes. Students will learn about the different characteristics of the five major biomes, including aquatic, grassland, forest, desert, tundra. So they're going to be able to describe the relationship between each of them. So here is the standards, and here's a quick example of what I wanted the students to make. I wanted to make basically a Google Classroom, but not really, where they just get a background of the biome and add animals or plants that are in that biome. Another thing, here is another. So since I couldn't get the Venn diagram on here, I just attached this link to get me to the Venn diagram. Hopefully it works. So here's this Venn diagram I created. So here's a quick look at this. It's about the Civil War. Students. So here's the standards: key events and significant figures in American influence the course and outcome of the Civil War. So here's the intro. We have a YouTube video. Read about the biography of some of the people. How technology is going to be integrated in this. The body of the lesson. Other option for students who may not like to present in front of other students or stuff like that. And then the expected outcome, where students will look at the different sides of the Civil War and stuff like that. After that, we also have, I just added this tech toolbox just to, just have a couple of the websites that we've added throughout the year. And then finally, here's this last activity we have, which is a copy of the rock cycle. This is another activity that I created. Students will be looking at the rock cycle. They'll be watching this YouTube video, exploring this website. So basically, they're going to be answering these questions based on the based on the based on the videos and the stuff they learned. And basically, they're going to be able to showcase a diagram of the rock cycle and showcase what they learned. So that is basically all that was in my folder, in my portfolio, and I hope you enjoy.